Alright, now that the truth is out there, let's go.
It was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, it was all one big lie.
Yeah, that is what. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
So none of that he said was true.
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
Uh-huh.
But what about the exosols?
Yeah, where'd he get the remote control?
He just used Mew's remote control.
Mew!
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, Mew not only invented, she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device.
Damn it!
Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exosols and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Looks like it's game over for
Well,
you.
whatever.
Maybe.
It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on?
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Yep.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
Haven't we been dragged around by his lies this whole game?
What were you trying to accomplish? Now you're gonna.
Then if he's not the mastermind,
Why are you so certain?
What?
what do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know.
But I wanna know.
Well, it's completely possible, Shuichi. Yeah, but she had an AI floating around for a few years.
Anyway, this conversation is this class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind.
Just like the first trial.
So, I agree. Let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is.
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just... But you gotta run the class.
Are you trying to get me to do...
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out.
What? Huh?
So, let's resume this class. This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
You can't just make this the last trial.
You versus Monokuma.
When I play a game, I intend. But what's considered winning in no? Beating the game's me. And that's how I'll win. If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end.
You're dragging us around?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
Correct, Kibo.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this.
You really are a remnant of despair.
Remnant of despair. Whatevs. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others, for that matter.
What?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this
Whose side are you taking here?
side, Monokuma joins your party.
Whoa! Snap! This was unexpected. The mastermind is helping us take out the fake mastermind who's been lying to everyone the whole time. Alright, I'll take a bear. Ultimate Despair Headmaster! Woohoo! He even gave himself a title.
Now, let's join forces and
I agree.
We were going.
Let's just ignore Monokuma.
No! I want him on the team.
let's just focus on the case.
Be quiet so we can ignore you.
This is great.
Now, where should we
He's just gonna keep talking.
Just go with it.
my experience?
Maybe learn a
You
new
learn
fact.
something else along with it.
Okay?
Yes, let's look for...
You warmed up to him real.
Piece of evidence? Which piece of evidence? Which one makes more sense now? Not these. Okay, if the thing was busted, barrier, bombs, electro hammer, poison. Oh, with all this stuff, the bottles in my room? Was that a thing? No, those were. I didn't make those. I didn't make those a piece of evidence, right? Screw it. Guess we'll see. Evidence I couldn't wrap my head around. Which evidence could you not wrap your head around? The bloodstain. Evidence I don't know.
I was wrong.
Which evidence is it? Is it Kokichi's things in the trash? Or the bath in the toilet?
No.
Something he doesn't know about. Well, what is it? What do you not know about, Bear? The murder video?
This is it.
Of course it's the video. That's the
Let's
only one
discuss the video of Kaito.
Let's just not watch it ever again.
Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Hold on, would the camera have even been working?
The mistake was
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press.
But if that were the only objective, discovering the crushed body would have been enough.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. You get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Huh?
Ah,
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show it.
No reason, really. That's just...
hold on. The electro bomb. Where is it? Rendering electronic communication and sensors unavailable. But would that work with the camera, though? It's not communicating with anything, right? The camera should have been fine. What does it show and what doesn't it show? This isn't it, right? It's a victim. What does it mean?
I see now.
What does it mean?
The victim.
Huh?
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, even if we can't positively identify the... that might be exactly the mistake.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Then it was some other...
What?
What the hell?
Where would he even...
There should be plenty to choose from if you read.
If there wasn't an... But too bad. Switching the victims was impossible.
How? What makes it so impossible? It stopped
The
after
footage
there.
showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the
The short break before it smashed.
And we already established that the camera doesn't have any editing. Monokuma also said that no computer was used to...
You hit the pause.
Man,
Which means switching out the Also, if
Objection!
the victim was switched, we already discussed this,
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible.
Oh, and what trick? See, you don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. So we can't just give up here.
Are we gonna have to scrub?
Hey, so can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not?
fine.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
I know you don't.
Okay then. Himiko!
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Ignore it, Tsubuki. Keep talking about the trial.
Then let's all talk it over together.
Together. Try to do everything yourself. You're gonna wear yourself out. Rely on your friends. Alright, guys.
I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Let's go!
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch.
That's probably an.
However, if the victims were switched, how could it have been altered?
If we could figure that out. I knew there was a trick to that video. Kokichi made it. So
Trick to the video. It paused right after we stopped being able to see anything that could identify him. It stutters. Like the thing stops and then crushes him faster. It's gotta be the video, right?
there must be some trick to that video.
Ooh, don't shoot
You
that.
all gotta figure out.
Yay!
There's no trick.
I like the bear being
You
here.
can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did
Yeah.
the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you?
Yeah,
The
kind of.
filming angle seemed unnatural.
Oh, your filming angle's fine. Do-do-do-do. That's the wrong one. Yep. Yep.
Angle seemed
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that videotape.
Yes.
When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
I agree! Damn it. Hold on. Hold on.
There must be some trick to that video.
The hydraulic press.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
What's the info on it? Up and down function. It also has the stop button, right? The safety function. No.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
What is this? 2 buttons, up and down. It also includes a safety function. Okay.
That the video was shot at another location?
No.
Another bright eye. Everybody speak up.
I think it's this for Akibo.
There must
Boy, I'm so glad the bear is here. This is the best. I agree.
I agree.
That is very suspicious.
Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second?
It didn't even stop for a second when I almost killed Kibo.
Because when Kibo and I first
And then Kibo escaped at the last second.
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping. But in the video,
Boy, you better not say that it's Kaede's body.
The hydraulic press stopped.
Well, Kaede was crushing the piano. We're good. He stopped recording for a second. Mine to mine? Great. Just how I wanted to spend the remainder of this trial. Minding my own mine. That's a big chunk. What do we have? That looks like an exisal, and I don't think that's right. This looks... that's also part of an exisal. This is not it. That's right. He hit the stop button. This.
I see it.
He used the stop button. He stopped it, swapped out Kaito for someone else.
The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which there'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
When you say someone, you mean
Yep.
Actually, so what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec.
That's true.
Unless you pause the video.
Also the question of how that would have clearly been caught on camera.
Oh, I see. It what?
Huh?
If you stop something else,
The camera. I have to mind the camera? Well, I found the camera. He stopped the camera. Not the hammer, not the bomb.
I see it.
Just the camera. Made me mind twice in a row.
the culprit stopped the video camera at the same time. Then, while the camera was off, after the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously.
Oh shoot, does that mean he was killed by the poison?
So it just looks like the press stopped.
No!
That's what I've been saying.
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. But now I get it.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work,
Where was the camera set up? Here? Right? By the controls?
the video camera must have been set up somewhere around here.
Yeah, because it was operating the controls and recording video at the same
To
time.
operate the press and the camera at the same time, you would have to be near the switch.
Looks like we're out of water.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle.
Yes.
If they were recording it like normal. And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves it's
Camera angles.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
Yeah, fortunately.
There was a reason the camera was set. When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct?
Yep, there was nothing left to define
That was
that it was him.
intentional.
But the camera must have been placed at such a high position.
I wonder if they used that tripod.
Did they get that from the warehouse too?
You don't get to make that reference.
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle. In that case, Kaito is...
Dead.
Or he was crushed by the press. So Kaito's still alive!
No, he's poisoned.
Well, wait just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned.
The bodies from the other case. Wait,
Yeah, Koki. I don't think he'd be able to produce a...
What?
Well, Monokuma,
Very well.
You're giving in pretty.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair.
Yeah, and he wants to spite you. Just like the rest of us.
This discussion is pointless if it's not.
You're a convenient mastermind.
Now then, regard. That is impossible. All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Kaede, no!
thrown away?
The other bodies are...
Two people who switched places were the other person in the hangar? Right?
What's wrong, Shuichi?
Maki, I think I missed something very...
Something important?
What did we decided before? Victim. No. D. Victims. Height? Oh. Hell. Oh no. He helped!
I see now. I can't believe I overlooked this. What do you mean? There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped, which means they were working together.
Huh?
What?
Working together?
The only 2 people involved in the swap. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim lay inside. If they switched places,
Does that mean
then the
Kokichi's
person
actually
turned the
dead?
camera and the press, to put it simply, an impossible trick, unless
Victim and culprit.
it sounds bizarre, but commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez. This. So, have you.
It's Kaito?
The apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito. Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera. If the 2 of them switched while the press was stopped,
What?
then the culprit who started the hydraulic must be Kaito.
Upon hearing this intense